win no matter what. Like, fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like, every time I touch down, I got a stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How I fit to be the boss, let me find.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember meeting him when he was playing at Cal, and I remember walking away thinking, instead of having Rodgers stitched on the back of his jersey, it should just say confidence, because that's how he felt about his own abilities and his ability to elevate a team.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
E já temos uma interceptação.
There goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown.
Miller é muito bom. Meu Deus, é a segunda dele.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. The numbers for Evans a week ago. 6 catches, 89 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
No gain on the dump-off at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. On 3rd and Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Uma interceptação e
coming
um
in to
sec já
drop it
pra
for a
conta.
loss of 8,
Joga
and it
muito.
also brings up 4th.
So if we recount real quick, he had the
Joga
touchdown
muito
earlier,
comigo.
and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Right there. All day.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get it behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On play action, now Brees. Looking long for Thomas.
De novo isso.
Intercepted.
Fala sério, cara. Não dá pra jogar play action. Pouco não agarram a bola. Que
Thomas,
merda.
the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the
Posso
interception.
botar play action
Now
que
a
toma
first down run is going
interceptação.
nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2,
agarra a
and it'll be
bola.
2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Boa.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Agora não foi o Von Miller.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. Now Breeze.
Ah, mas ele dropou de novo a bola. Mas que coisa incrível. Tá dropando toda hora.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deep forward. And they're dropping for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
Mais um safety. Eu vou aceitar.
So on the big tight end,
9-0.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move
O
forward.
japonesinho esse fica mal pra caramba.
Automatic first down.
Irene, essa aqui.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 45. On the carry, it's Cook. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
É isso que tá soltando tudo.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze.
Olha aí, ó. Olha aí,
Green.
ó. Esse aí
A good
pega.
pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
AJ Green pega as bolas aqui, solta.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
Vai, Lewis, vai, Lewis, vai, Lewis. Boa, garoto.
I think he had the read,
flag
figured out where
aonde,
the
meu
blitz was
Deus.
coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Defense.
Bom demais. Vou aceitar.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had
Eles
to.
conseguem fazer essas coisas para tirar o melhor que eu tenho.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
De novo. Olha o relógio.
They run. This is Lewis.
Cara, esse pilotinho é bom, ele é liso.
Olha
onde ele parou.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at
É
will.
baita reserva.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to run.
Bell marcando. De novo.
Ready? 95, 56. Number 53. 53. All that, baby. All that.
No meio, cadê?
Fight his way in, not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown.
Boa, Lewis.
Dion Lewis, his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a Dion Lewis touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to bounce at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Alguém.
Finds his target. It's Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now it's Rodgers. He completes it to Evans. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Ale, nossa bola, boa, garoto.
And he's able to get it back
Interceptamos Aaron Rodgers. Muito bom.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Lewis.
Vai, Lewis. Vai, garoto. Touchdown, Chicago Bears. Esse cara tá muito liso. Nossa, mãe.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they hit pay dirt on just 1 play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
If he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. A throw over the middle, taken in. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Rodgers again. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in week 2. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Chargers who were able to come in and steal one on the road. Jameis Winston, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Oakland. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Tyler Boyd, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 35-7 was your final in a one-sided affair. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. His guys have a 3-touchdown lead as we're about ready to go into the second half. And to get you through it, we give it back to Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fairly short kick, taken into 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers.
Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Será que machucou o outro? Olha lá só.
They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
95-56, 95-56.
Pegue open, solta.
On play action, it's Breeze.
Aonde isso? Tava na mão do Demarius Thomas essa bola. Aonde, cara? Aonde? Nada a ver.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout.
Tava na mão do cara essa bola, velho. Tava na mão do meu jogador.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
É brincadeira. Ah, esses recebedores são umas merda. Tem que jogar com o running back mesmo, reserva. Só dropam as bolas, olha isso. Olha isso.
And this will leave him a yard short.
O cara tinha pegado a bola, como é que o outro me pegou dele?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Ah, não. Fala sério.
They'll run again now with Darkwan.
É isso.
And he is met in his tracks
muita
behind the
roubalheira.
line of scrimmage.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
And he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Complete. Richardson has
muita
it.
roubalheira.
And he's able to get it to the 33.
Eu não posso
Good enough
lançar
for
para os
a
wide
first
receiver
down.
que eles ou eles dropam ou dá
It's a
fumble.
first down following a gain of
Graça
3.
tem isso.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's hauled by Brandon Cooks.
Agora o Rodgers
And
ficou
he'll get
louco.
this one down
Não é
about the
arrancado.
20-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Tem caminho.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. First and goal. They got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, it's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So first down in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already.
Vamos pegar, vamos pegar, vamos pegar, vamos pegar. Alguém pega.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Vamos. Aê!
Down he goes. Pressure gets him back
Boa,
at the 13.
time.
Michael Pierce, and on his
Boa,
340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Ó, 3
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, it's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because this is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Até com medo de lançar nos wide receivers,
The
não
first
pega.
play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Breeze.
Que passe, Brady Green! Meu Deus do céu! Esse tá se garantindo. Que bola, Brady Green! Nossa senhora! Que passe! Olha isso, cara! Nossa, velho! Uma mão! Ai, tá passe! Ah, não, tem que ser pro AJ Green. Passe. Tá louco.
And is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
HB, testar aqui. Vai vir pra lá e botar aqui.
Now Lewis here on first down.
Tá bom.
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Queimar o relógio. Garantir a vitória. Bola de... Ah, louco.
They try again with Lewis.
Passou de novo, meu Deus do céu. E vai o garoto. E vai o garoto Lewis Liso. Mais 26 jardas.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches, because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely.
Esse cara corre. Certo, esse back reserva.
They'll run on first down. Lewis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go back at about the 37-yard line. D Ford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better.
Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that
You
could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Vai, Miller, vai!
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Agora saiu da expect. Aaron Rodgers.
On the run, Darkwan. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield. and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Brandon Carr on the coverage there. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
I look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes
Miller.
Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100. It's certainly been a terrific career to this point. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face here. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they had a touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, it don't feel right. Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On 1st down, it's Lewis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Lewis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Breeze. He's got Green. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
One final try now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Segunda vitória, Chicago Bears.
On this football game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but the first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Chicago, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Vai, Cortez. Tá bom. Tentou 24. O jogo corrido foi bom. Depois fez para 60 jardas. Jardas o Lee fez mais que o titular. 10 tentativas, 10 carregadas. 3 touchdown. A carinha dele ficou menos corrido. O Dalvin Cook fez 9 jardas. Deon Lewis. Von Miller jogou muito. Cara e Melick.
You have an injury from the last game. See how long they'll be
E
out.
é o Dalvin Cook. Eles não deixam o Dalvin Cook para. Segunda vez que mais. 6 semanas. É, bro. 3 semanas sem o Dalvin Cook. Legal. Aqui. Vai voltar. Mike Post 14 também não falta. Dotson volta. Devlin não volta, tá bom. Quarterback wide. Esse não volta. 36 semanas não volta. Bellamy 41 semanas volta. Oliver não volta. Darren Sproles não volta. Um monte de jogador machucado. Meu Deus. É, mas o reservinha esse aí matou a pau. Jogou muito. Acho que vai ficar esse aqui. Passar o Dalvin algum. Tá muito. Jogou muito, poucas jardas. Esse. Vai que... É, não. Só assim.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Boston Red. Como é que tá o negócio? Também ganharam 2 partidas. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. Ele tá muito roubado, né? Kylie Murray, Tom Brady.
Sacado, Ryan Tennessee. Mike Dillon, 30,000. Carson tá em primeiro. Cadê o meu que fez um monte de carga? Lugar que vai entrar. Décimo subi mais ainda. Fazendo 100 por jogo. Vai daqui a pouco.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna go, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce on pesos. Never save no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number.
Leonardo Fournette.
Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your fifth brand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause I claim she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number.
Joey Thomas.
Big numbers,
Verão.
big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunters.
Harris, meu time tá bom no
Count, that's a big
tackle.
number.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't geese, too bad, my bad. Yeah. run it back. Ay, same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay, run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay, I grab a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab some raw man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed, the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay, same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay, run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay, I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. I gotta win no matter what. Fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Expect. Tá lá, né?
Yeah.
49. Quanto é?
One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out and kick it tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride. For my brothers, no lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When I've been magic.